Hey, you. Finally awake. You were trying to cross the border, right? Walked right into that Imperial ambush, same as us. And that thief over there.
Damn you Stormcloaks. Skyrim was fine until you came along. Empire was nice and lazy. If they hadn't been looking for you, I could have stolen that horse and been halfway to Hammerfell. You there, you and me, we shouldn't be here. It's these Stormcloaks the Empire wants.
We're all brothers and sisters in binds now, thief.
Shut up back there.
What's wrong with him, huh?
Watch your tongue. You're speaking to Ulfric Stormcloak, the true High King.
Ulfric? The Jarl of Windhelm? You're the leader of the rebellion. But if they've captured you... Oh gods, where are they taking us?
I don't know where we're going, but Sovngarde awaits.
No, this can't be happening. This isn't happening.
Hey, what village are you from, horse thief?
Why do you care?
A Nord's last thoughts should be of home.
Rorikstead. I'm from Rorikstead.
General Tullius, sir. The headsman is waiting.
Good. Let's get this over with.
Sure. Mara, Debella, Kinnereth, Akatosh, Divines, please help me.
Look at him. General Tullius, the military governor. And it looks like the Dalmor are with him. Damn elves. I bet they had something to do with this. This is Helgen. I used to be sweet on a girl from here. Wonder if Vilod is still making that mead with juniper berries mixed in. Funny. When I was a boy, Imperial walls and towers used to make me feel so safe.
Who are they, Daddy? Where are they going?
We need to go inside, Luca.
Why? I want to watch the soldiers.
Inside the house. Now.
Yes, Papa.
Whoa!
Why are we stopping?
Why do you think? End of the line. Let's go. Shouldn't keep the gods waiting for us.
No, wait! We're not rebels!
Face your death with some courage, thief.
You've got to tell them! We weren't with you! This is a mistake!
Step towards the block when we call your name. One at a time.
Empire loves their damn lists.
Ulfric Stormcloak, Jarl of Windhelm.
It has been an honor, Jarl Ulfric.
Ralof of Riverwood. Lokir of Rorikstead.
No! I'm not a rebel! You can't do this!
Halt!
You're not gonna kill me!
Archers! Anyone else feel like running?
Wait. You there. Step forward. Who are you? You're not with the Thalmor embassy, are you, High Elf? No, that can't be right. Captain, what should we do? He's not on the list.
Forget the list. He goes to the block.
By your orders, Captain. I'm sorry. We'll make sure your remains are returned to the Somerset Isle. Follow the captain, prisoner.
Ulfric Stormcloak. Some here in Helgen call you a hero, but a hero doesn't use a power like the voice to murder his king and usurp his throne. You started this war, plunged Skyrim into chaos, and now the Empire is going to put you down and restore the peace.
What was that?
It's nothing. Carry on.
Yes, General Tullius. Give them their last rites.
As we commend your souls to Aetherius, blessings of the 8 divines upon
For the love of Talos, shut up and let's get this over with.
Learn. As you wish.
Come on! I haven't got all morning. My ancestors are smiling at me, Imperials. Can you say the same?
You Imperial bastards!
Justice!
Death to the Stormcloaks!
As fearless in death as he was in life.
Next, the High Elf!
Here it is again. Did you hear that?
I said, next prisoner!
To the block, prisoner. Nice and easy.
What in oblivion is that?
Sentries, what do you see?
True.
Legends don't burn down villages.
We need to move now. Up through the tower. Let's go.
We just need to...
In on the other side. Jump through the roof and keep going.
Just walk towards me! Come on! Just walk Hemming! You need to get over here! Now! That boy, you're doing great. Toro! Everyone get back! Still alive, prisoner? Keep close to me if you want to stay that way. Gunnar, take care of the boy. I have to find General Tullius and join the defense.
Gods guide you, Hadvar.
Stay close to the wall! Quickly, follow me!
Getting you out of here.
It's you and me, prisoner! Stay close! Raylo, you damn traitor! Out of my way!
We're escaping, Hadvar. You're not stopping us this time.
Finish this! Fine! I hope that driver takes you all to Sovngarde!
Use everything
You,
we have.
come on! Into the keep!
With me, prisoner! Let's go! Quick! Looks like we're the only ones who made it. Was that really a dragon? To bring us in the end times? We should keep moving. Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings off. There you go. Take a look around. There should be plenty of gear to choose from. I'm going to see if I can find something for these burns. Got to be a sword or two in one of these chests. Look around. See if one of these chests has some armor for you. Got to be a sword or two in one of these chests. Look around. Got to be a sword or two in one of these chests. Look around. You better get that armor on. Give that sword a few swings, too. Let's keep moving. That thing is still out there. Come on, this way.
We need to get moving. That dragon is tearing.
Hear that? Storm. Maybe we can reason with them. Hold on now. If you want to die, so be it.
Is that the best you can do?
Must have scared them. Let me see. If I can get that door open. Let's go! Damn, that dragon doesn't give up easy.
What are you doing? We need to get out of Helgen, now!
Freedom or solid
You can't win this!
That'll get across me. I know it's the... See if you can find some potions. Mike. In handy. Done then? This way.
Imperial dog! Skyrim belongs to the north!
The torture room. Gods, I wish we didn't
What's the matter? You fellows happened along just in time. These boys seemed a bit upset at how I'd been entertaining their comrades.
Don't you even know what's going on? A dragon is attacking Helgen.
A dragon. Please, don't make up nonsense. Although, come to think of it, I did hear some odd noise coming from over there.
Come with us. We need to get out of here.
You have no authority over me, boy.
Didn't you hear me? I said the keep is under attack. Wait a second. Looks like there's something in this cage.
Don't bother with that. Lost the key ages ago. Poor fellow screamed for weeks.
See if you can get it open with some picks. We'll need everything we can get.
Sure. Take all my things. Please.
Grab what you can and let's go.
There's no way out that way, though.
This way. Come on, hurry up.
Where in Oblivion are we supposed to go? Where's the way out?
Just give me a minute. Let me think.
Hey!
You need to do better than that.
See if we can find a way out. Let's see where this goes. Damn it, no going back that way. I guess we're lucky that didn't come down on top of us. We'd better push on. I'm sure the others will find another way out. That doesn't go anywhere. I guess we'd better try this way. What next? Giant snake. Better stick together down here. There's a bear just ahead. See her? I'd rather not tangle with her right now. You might be able to sneak by. Just take it nice and slow, and watch where you step. Or if you're feeling lucky, you can take this bow. Might take her by surprise. Go ahead. I'll follow your lead and watch your back. This looks like the way out. I was starting to want... we'd ever make it. Looks like he's gone for good this time. But I don't think we should stick around to see if he comes back. Closest town from here is Riverwood. My uncle's the blacksmith there. I'm sure he'd help you out. It's probably best if we split up. Good luck. I wouldn't have made it without your help today. These are the Guardian Stones. 3 of the 13 ancient standing stones that dot Skyrim's landscape. Mage, eh? Well, to each his own. It's not for me to judge.
Mind yourself with that fire. Don't burn anything down now. Take a look. Until next time.
Faendal thinks he can woo Camilla Valerius away from me. She's already mine, I keep telling him. Truly? So maybe my mother isn't crazy after all. You had best tell the Jarl in Whiterun. He needs to know about this. Camilla Valerius knows I'm the best man in Riverwood. That elf is kidding himself if he thinks she would choose him over me. I've seen him sneaking over to the Riverwood trader to speak with her when I'm not around. He's wasting his time. Is that sarcasm? I've heard better wisecracks. Still, you have a point. Camilla letting Faendal visit her isn't a good thing for me. Here, let me give you a particularly venomous letter. Say it's from Faendal. That should get Camilla to stop inviting the elf over. Lucan's got a little bit of everything at the Riverwood Trader. If you need weapons or armor, see Alvor, the blacksmith. I'd better get going.
A dragon! I saw a dragon! Nobody believes me, but I tell you, it was as big as the mountain and... Did you hear? The Riverwood Trader was robbed.
If you
Poor
keep
Lucan
on like
must
this,
be
everyone in
tortured.
town will think you're crazy. And I've got better things to do than listen to more of your fantasies.
You'll see. It was a dragon. It'll kill us all, and then you'll believe me.
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh, a customer. Sorry you had to hear that. Yeah, well, I don't know what you overheard, but the Riverwood Trader is still open. Feel free to shop. Yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in, but we still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament, solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw. You could? I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back. Now, if you're going to get those thieves, you should head to Bleak Falls Barrow, northeast of town. Yes. So now you don't have to go, do you?
Oh, really? Well, I think your new helper here needs a guide. Bleak Falls Barrow is just outside of town. I can show you.
Fine, but only to the edge of town.
What are you talking about? What's in the letter? Oh my. He wanted me to think Faendal wrote this? Thank you for telling me the truth. Could you talk to Faendal as well? I'm sure he'll want to thank you for standing up for him. This way. We have to go through town and across the bridge to get to Bleak Falls Barrow. You can see it from here, though. The mountain just over the buildings. This way. Those thieves must be mad hiding out there. Those old crypts are filled with nothing but traps, trolls, and who knows what else.
Get me mad, and I'll prank you. And not a little, a lot.
I wonder why they only stole Lucan's golden claw. I mean, we have plenty of things in the shop that are worth just as much coin. Lucan found the claw about a year after he opened the store. He never quite explained where he got it.
So I like to have a little fun. So
This
what?
is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials.
Need something?
Orgnar, are you...
You're kind of fuzzy.
Hard not
What's
to.
wrong with you?
The ale is going... You're that visitor been poking around. Word is Ulfric Stormcloak escaped from the Imperials. War's only going to get worse now.
We got rooms and food. Drink. Long as you clean up. You know how to use it. A little wheat and blister wart makes a healing potion, if you didn't know. We have plenty of ingredients for sale. Yep. Need a room? Talk to Delphine. Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. There have been whispers. A boy up in Windhelm, name of Aventus Aretino, been trying to contact the Dark Brotherhood. Have you seen that shrine of Azura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see.
This is a local favorite and one of the first songs I ever learned.
Looking to blow yourself up? I hear that's what magic does to you. There's a college in Winterhold that teaches magic, unless that blew up too. Be a lot safer just to have the Jarl's wizard teach you a thing or two. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. Nobody trusts those mages way up north in their college. Gods only know what they do up there. We've got something of a love triangle here in Riverwood. Faendal and Sven, both vying for Camilla's affections.
I guess you don't have potatoes in your ears after all. Just make sure we get a fresh batch in soon.
When his ugly red head rolled around on the floor.
I'm the innkeeper. It's my business to keep track of strangers.
Give me a mug of ale.
Coming right up.
We don't get a lot of travelers here in Riverwood.
Yes? Now, I don't owe you money, do I?
You're new around here, so I'll go easy on you. But don't get on my bad side.
Ain't every day we get visitors in Riverwood. Of course. Take what you need. There's something you could do for me. For all of us here. May the gods watch over your back. I see no harm in it, if you have the skill. The grindstone will improve your weapons. Use the table to improve your armor. Whatever you need. Gerder's family first settled here as woodcutters a few generations ago. She and Hod run the mill. I make a decent living sharpening axes and fixing the sawmill. People are right. But was it worth tearing Skyrim? Nords have always supported the Empire. It's from that treaty that ended the Great War, remember? When the Emperor was forced by the Thalmor to outlaw Talos worship. We didn't pay much attention to it when I was a boy. Everyone still had their little shrine to Talos. But then, Ulfric and his sons of Skyrim started agitating about it. And sure enough, the Emperor had to crack down. Dragging people off in the middle of the night. One of the main causes of this war, if you ask me. Mm-hmm.
Papas isn't too friendly with strangers, but you seem alright.
Whatever you need. Buy Ysmir if it's simple and strong. I can forge it. Good day. You looking for a new blade? It's from that... We didn't... But then... Dragging people off. People are... But what... Nords have always... Gerd, she and Had run them. I see no... The grind... If you've got the raw materials. Of course. Take what... There's something you could do for me. For all of us here. The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever soldiers he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt. Like I said, I'm glad to help in any way I... Cross the river and then head north. You'll see it just past the falls. When you get to Whiterun, just keep going up. When you get to the top of the hill, you're at Dragon's Reach, the Jarl's palace. Jarl Balgruuf, he rules Whiterun Hold. A good man, perhaps a bit overcautious, but these are dangerous times. So far, he's managed to stay out of the war. I'm afraid it can't last, though. I don't think he likes either Ulfric or Elisif much. Who can blame him? But I've no doubt he'll prove loyal to the Empire in the end. He's no traitor. Of course, Skyrim has always been part of the Empire. That doesn't mean I support everything the Empire's been doing lately. But Nords have never been fair-weather friends. Ah, I forget you're new to Skyrim. Jarl Elisif, I should say. Although only because she was married to Jarl Torrig when he was murdered. Ulfric murdered Torrig, you know. Walked right into his palace in Solitude and killed him. Shouted him to death, if you believe the stories. That's what started this whole war. The Empire couldn't ignore that. Once the Jarls start killing each other, we're back to the bad old days. A new face. And a right ugly one at that. Huh? At least the damned war hasn't gotten here. Yet. We work hard. Try to do right by our families. Me, I've got my axe. My wife Gerther. My boy Frotha. That's all I do. All in the way you hold the axe. Rest like any wench, and she'll do you right. You met Camilla yet? Wouldn't mind getting my hands on those trunks. Well, I'll let you go about your business.
You lost? Might want to put away that weapon, unless you plan on using it. New to Riverwood? It's my mill. Some folks thinks it's my town too, but it ain't. The Jarl in Whiterun owns the land and the town. I just pay the taxes. And by supplies, I suppose you mean weapons and armor? Alvor can help you out. He's our blacksmith. You need to leave. You need to leave. You need to leave. You need to leave. You need to leave.
You need to leave. You need to leave.
You need to leave. You need to leave.
Hey, get out of here!
You need to leave.
Citizen, I'm warning you. Your presence is interfering with Imperial business. Be gone.
You look strong. I'm here to help. Too confusing for me. Empire, Nords, Talos, who cares? Just tell me who needs bludgeoning. The Companions are my family. We fight so that other people don't have to. We bring honor and glory to ourselves and each other. Vilkas and I have been here since we were little whelps. Our father Jurgen raised us here. Even Vigner couldn't remember companions younger than us. Kodlak is the one who figures out who can be a companion, so talk to him. It's out of my hands.
Well,
next
that's
time.
taken care of. No thanks to you. Ha! Another milk drinker crying about his effort. Glory only awaits those who triumph. And as companions, our glory must always be hard-fought. An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough. Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Kodlak Whitemane up in Jorvaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck.
Getting tired of hanging around talking all day.
Need something? The Circle are the ones who parcel out the jobs. That's Ayla, Skjor, and the brothers, Farkas and Vilkas. Kodlak advises them, but he doesn't really give orders. Are you kidding? I've wanted to be with them since I was a little girl. Haven't you heard the stories of Kodlak and Skjor fighting off the 101 Orc Berserkers? Skjor says it was more like 40, but he's just being modest. Where else would I want to be but here? Learning from them, fighting at their sides. Only the most famous warrior band in all of Skyrim. Have you been living with the Horkers? When we arrive, blood is spilled and our blades sing to the glories of Ysgramor. This is life, brother. The struggle is what reminds us to draw breath. Farewell.
Brigands I can handle. This talk of dragons, world gone mad, I say.
got the fleetest steeds in all of Skyrim.
Need a horse? Talk to my father, Skolvar.
Man like you needs a... None of them's older than 9, and the youngest is 6. Now, the horse I got for sale is 7 years old, but in fine health. She's got a lot of spirit, that one. We've taken to calling her Queen Aufsiger, or just Ali for short. I expect you can name her anything you like, once she's yours. Suppose so. Got one all saddled if you've got the coin. Then come back when you've got that much. Ride strong.
Need something? Take a look. May your road lead you to warm sands.
Welcome to Khajiit's humble camp. They'll never see you coming. I hope that you will come to do business. The longer we travel the roads of Skyrim, the more empty. A welcome to you, fellow traveler.
Khajiit welcomes you, and also your coin.
I own the Pelagia farm just outside the city walls. Nimriel takes good care of things for me.
What do you need?
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
Greymane or Battleborn? Got stones in your ears? I asked what side you're on. Difference is, the Greymanes turned their backs on the Empire, and we Battleborn stayed loyal. So I'll ask again, Greymane or Battleborn? Sooner or later, we all have to choose a side.
I don't claim to be the best blacksmith in Whiterun. Yorland Greymane's got that on me. Man's steel is legendary. All I ask is a fair chance. Yes, actually. How about you smith me an iron dagger? Here's everything you need to make one. Go ahead. Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything. Not bad. Reminds me when I first started smithing. Have you met my father? Not bad, but it's a little dull. How about you sharpen it up? Just need a bit of metal and the grindstone over there. Until next time. You think all the... This looks good. You put time into your blades, they'll serve you well when you need them. You want to keep helping? How about you make some armor? Let's start by tanning some leather on the rack. All right, then. Got some good... Ah, good. A lot of weapons and armor need leather for straps fitting. That kind of thing. Let's see if you can make a hide helmet. Here's the rest of what you need. Don't forget to check inside the shop if... need anything. I don't claim to be the best plenty. I'd say we're prosperous enough. Most folk don't go hungry, if they're willing to work hard. The city's ruled by the Jarl up in Dragon's Reach. That's the fortress there, up on the tall hill. But you're probably more interested in your Vasker. Mead Hall of the Companions. Their deeds of war and valor are legendary. Take a look. Mm-hmm. Have you met my father? He's a steward up at Dragon's Reach. I help my father in more ways than people realize. You think all the... I should hire you to be my assistant at this rate. Let's improve the fit. Take this leather to the workbench over there. Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything. I don't claim to... You have talent. Keep working at your craft and you'll be a fine smith one day. Why don't you keep that dagger and helmet? Maybe you will remember me when you're making Skyforged steel, huh? That I do. I've got to, if I hope to be as good as Yorland Greymane someday. In fact, I just finished my best piece of work. It's a sword. I made it for the Jarl, Balgruf the Greater. It's a surprise. I don't even know if he'll accept it, but... Listen, could you take the sword to my father, Proventus Avenici? He's the Jarl's steward. He'll know the right time to present it to him. Thanks. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. Until next time.
Staying safe, I hope.
Battleborn, give me your money. I don't have any money.
You better give me 10 septims tomorrow, baby Battleborn.
It's no fun getting pushed. Well, I used to sneak out at night and try to tip over the big ox in the Greymane's yard. And me and Mila used to but I don't do that stuff anymore. Father keeps catching me and then I get in trouble. No, please!
What's the matter? I know your family's honor is important to you, but we can't afford it.
It took me weeks to find that thieves' den. I can't stop.
It's a shame, isn't it? This is the Gildergreen. It was planted as a seedling in the early years of Whiterun. Disciples of Kinnareth could sense something holy in it and traveled far to hear the winds of the goddess in its branches. They built the temple. Of course, not as many pilgrims these days. To the east of here is a hidden grove where the Eldergleam resides. It's the oldest living thing in Skyrim, maybe all of Tamriel. Our tree here in the city was grown from a cutting of that tree. You can still feel the glory of the mother tree through it. Even its name is an echo. I've thought about that. Trees like this never really die, they only slumber. I think if we had some of the sap from the parent tree, we could wake up its child. But even if you could get to the Eldergleam, you couldn't tap it, not with any normal metal. Eldergleam is older than metal, from a time before men or elves. To even affect it, You have to tap into the old magic. You'll have to deal with the hag ravens. I've heard about the weapon they've made for sacrificing Spriggans. It's called Nettlebane. The hags terrify me, or I would have gone after it myself. Your spirit is strong. Kinareth's winds will guide your path. It's held in a hagraven nest called Orphan Rock. So, have you gotten Nettlebane back from those filthy hagravens yet? Indeed. The temple here in the city is my charge. The goddess's divine blessings have no doubt helped make Whiterun a thriving and prosperous city. After all, it is she who brings rain to our crops and fair weather on the harvest days. Somewhat, yes. At first it seemed a distant thing, heard only in the idle speech of guards and traders. When the wounded soldiers began to return from battle, I did what I could to help them. As more of the sick and injured came to the temple, my work as a healer became more important than my duties as a priestess. I wish only an end to the fighting, so that I can tend to the temple once more. May Kinareth's winds blow you to fortune.
What would you have me do? Well, there's no telling what it means.
What's the meaning
My
of this
lord,
interruption?
please.
Jarl
This is no
Balgrup
time
is
for
not
rash
receiving
action.
visitors.
I just think we need more information before we act.
Who's this, then?
As House Carl, my job is to deal with all dangers that threaten the Jarl or his people. So you have my attention. Now explain yourself. Whatever you have to say to the Jarl, you can say to me. I'm
It's all right,
starting to
Jarl.
think...
I want to hear what he has to say. What's this about Riverwood being in danger? Alvor? The smith, isn't he? Reliable, solid fellow. Not prone to flights of fancy. And you're sure Helgen was destroyed by a dragon? This wasn't some Stormcloak raid gone wrong? By Ysmir, Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If
The
that
Jarl of
dragon is
Balgruuf
lurking in the
will
mountains...
view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
But I don't want to be patient. I want access right now. Father promised. All you ever do is complain about what you want. You're a spoiled baby. I'm going to tell Father you said that. He'll tan your hide with dirt.
Farengar.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the great warriors? Ah, student of the craft. You'll need to start by learning an enchantment. Take an enchanted weapon or piece of armor, then use the arcane enchanter to learn its secrets. The item is destroyed in the process, so be wary. Once you know an enchantment, you'll need a filled soul gem and something to enchant. You'll use the arcane enchanter for that too. Of course, I have everything you need for sale if you have the coin. I believe I am, yes. Technically speaking, of course. The city is also home to a priest, priestess, an alchemist, and I'm sure others who practice. Ah, that reminds me. Speaking of alchemists, I have some frost salts for Arcadia. She asked me to obtain them for one of her potions. Would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for me? I'm sure Arcadia will provide some form of recompense. Good. You're clearly better suited than I am to carry out such a menial task. A prospective student, are you? Well, I'm afraid I'm not much good at teaching. You should try your luck at the College of Winterhold. If I said that was a tedious question, would you be smart enough to know what I meant? Probably not. As long as I'm left alone to pursue my research, I don't care who gives the orders. Now, I'm a busy man, and your pointless questions are boring me terribly. Good day. So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. You are eager to begin your adventure. Excellent. The sooner begun, the sooner done, eh? I, learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. An old tomb, built by the ancient Nords, perhaps dating back to the Dragon War itself. Ah, maybe you just want to know how to get there. It's near Riverwood, a miserable little village a few miles south of here. I'm sure some of the locals can point you in the right direction once you get there. Well, must preserve some professional secrets, mustn't we? I have my sources. Reliable sources. I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this. Off to Bleak Falls Barrow with you. The Jarl is not a...
Fight
man.
Dragon.
Neither am I, come to think of it.
We need it quickly, before it's too late.
Of course, Jarl Balgroof. You seem to have found me an able assistant. I'm sure he will prove most useful.
Succeed at this, and you'll be rewarded. Whiterun will be in your debt.
Oh, I thought you were already on your way to Bleak Falls Barrow.
Oh, I thought you were already on your way to the False Barrow.
Another wanderer, here to lick my father's boots. Good job.
No lollygagging. disrespect the law and you disrespect me.
Proventus, you must help me. We need to convince my brother to do more for the war effort.
What would you have me do, Hrangar? Your brother is the Jarl. You know I can't question his judgment.
I'm not asking you to defy the Jarl, just to open his eyes. Use subtlety and suggestion to turn his thoughts to the war. Draw his stool. He'll listen to you. Leave me out of your intrigues.
Another wanderer.
If you have something to say to the Jarl, say it with your own tongue.
One of the new servants? Remember that I like my meat rare.
You look tired, friend. The Bannered Mare has bets for rent.
Enlightenment! And deserve our praise you do, for we are one.
Ulfred, patron of the great clan Battleborn. A name I'm sure you know well. I'm as much a Nord as the next man, but I'm... Money, you laggard. What else? It always comes down to coin. The Greymanes have deep roots in Whiterun, but so do we. Difference is, we're rich. And Vignar hates it. Oh, and they hate it too. All their big talk of pride and honor. And what have they got to show for it? Beggars' rags and stale bread. We've got the same pride, same honor, and we've got wealth. No wonder they envy us. Uncivilized pelt-wearing axe-draggers. It's a wonder they don't still live in a cave like those ancestors they keep boasting about. It's true, the Vignar Greymane and his lot are one of Whiterun's oldest and, depending on who you ask, most respected clans. I don't dispute that. But it's one thing to take pride in your lineage, and another to cling blindly to the past. What they call honor and tradition, I call ignorance. Battleborn is a name out of legend, sung in the songs of old and heard in deeds of valor for 100 generations. For Clan Battleborn they cry in the mead halls, first into the fray and last to quit their ale. We've got honor, wealth, and titles too, aye, and buxom women to warm your bed on a cold Skyrim night. Now, if that don't answer your question, then no words will. Watch yourself.
And what does the M? You have come. You have come to hear the word of Talos. Because the so-called Emperor is a coward. That's right, I said coward. Oh, yes. He agreed to banish the worship of Talos at the tip of an Aldmeri sword. They called it
the White Gold Concordat.
Well, I call it blasphemy. A true son of the Empire would never have turned his back on our greatest hero. Not at any price. Well, let me tell you something, friend. Cyrodiil is a long way from here, and in Skyrim, we will never forsake mighty Talos. Let them come. I have no fear, for Talos is my ally, and I am his prophet. His word is upon my lips, his voice in my throat. Hello, my friend. If you seek knowledge about mighty Talos, you have most certainly come to the right person. In mortal life, Talos was a Nord, possessed of unmatched tactical skill, limitless wisdom, and the power to see into men's hearts. Talos mastered the power of the voice, and with it he united the lands of men into a great empire. In southern lands, he was known by the name Tiber Septim. Here in Skyrim, we honor him by his proper Nord name. So great was his reign in life. When he ascended to the heavens, he was made Lord of the Divines. If you want to know more, I'm sure you can find any number of tomes on the subject. So rise up, children of the Empire. Rise up, Stormcloak.
Are you married? You look the type. Make sure you treat your wife with the respect she deserves.
Feel better already.
The fever. My body burns.
What's wrong, dear friend? You seem distracted.
It's Nazim. He's been spending more and more time fawning over the Jarl. I swear we're hardly ever home at the same time anymore.
Oh, dearest, who cares? So your husband is out. The work you do here with me is invaluable. The people of Whiterun know your true worth.
Maybe the team's obsession has merit. The Civil War seems so I'm afraid, Benedict. Afraid for us all.
Aye.
Now, my friend. You must look on the bright side. If soldiers storm the city, there's a good chance your husband may get killed. So, have you gotten Nettlebane back from those filthy hag ravens yet? Make him
Bad enough
winds
wallowing.
blow you to fortune.
And thank you, Dan.
I can't bear it.
They take away your strength. What of tomorrow? What then? Do the elves take your homes? Your businesses? Your children? Your very lives?
Those two at it again? Come on now. Watch the footwork. Keep your balance.
Nice!
My brother Vilkas is a better talker than
Get
me.
him!
He should be around someplace.
What are you waiting for?
I'll see you burn.
You think you stand a
should be
chance?
good.
Someone do something!
Oh!
That it? That's your best?
Must have scared him off.
Oh, I'm just
fresh blood.
a good bunch of men
Hope
and
you know how
women
to
who
handle yourself.
make too much a mess, if you ask me. Goodbye, dear.
Look, I've got training to get to. Soon enough, it'll be me. In the meanwhile, the Circle handles our daily routine, and Kodlak advises them as Harbinger. Why would you even come to Jorvaskr without knowing what we stand for? This is not play acting here. We are the true spirit of Skyrim. Honor is in our blood, death in our hearts. If you seek either, you've found the right place. Fortune and glory, friend. Fortune and glory.
Need something?
I had a bad time a few years back, and I turned to drink. And we've done as much as we can to prepare for that. But remember, Whiterun is home to the Companions. Any dragon that comes here will get more than he's bargained for. I think. To hear Vignar tell it, but he thinks everything used to be better. Oh, I'm not a companion myself. I just helped Vignar. He took me in when I was having a tough time and, well, I owe him. Farewell, sir.
I can't keep helping you with everything. None of our business. There's no honor to be had in the squabbling of Jarls. Ask any fool around here and get a different answer. Mercenaries, warriors of honor, brothers and sisters of the blade, drunken rabble. Take your pick. I've been here longer than most of them. Even I don't know. I learned the ways of the blade in the Great War. Nearly lost my life outside the Imperial City. I came home to wandered around as a blade for hire. The money was good, and the women were good. I was lucky the companions found me. Now there's a reason to be fighting. Of course the money is still good. And the drinks. So you think you have what it takes? Huh. Lucky for you, I'm not the one who makes that decision. Talk to Kodlak. Who knows? Maybe he's in a generous mood.
I'd be dead if not for Vignar. He took me in and helped me turn my life around.
Oh, I'm just a servant, dear. You want to talk to one of the companions, I'm sure.
think you've been taking things that don't belong to you. Pay your debts, and we'll forget this happened. Be careful around here. You don't want to anger the wrong person. Would you now? Here, let me have a look at you. Yes, perhaps. A certain strength of spirit.
Master, you're not truly considering accepting him.
I am nobody's master, Vilkas. And last I checked, we had some empty beds in your Vasker. For those with a fire burning in their hearts.
Apologies. But perhaps this isn't the time. I've never even heard of this outsider.
Sometimes the famous come to us. Sometimes men and women come to us to seek their fame. It makes no difference. What matters is their heart.
And their arm.
Of course. How are you in battle, boy? That may be so. This is Vilkas. He will test your arm. Of course. How are you in battle, boy? That's the spirit. Vilkas here will get started on that.
But I still hear the call of the blood.
We all do. It is our burden to bear. But we can overcome.
You have my brother and I, obviously. But I don't know if the rest will go along quite so easily.
Leave that to me. Vilkas, take him out to the yard and see what he can do.
Aye. Not here. Out in the yard. Come on.
What do you need?
The old man said to have a look at you. So, let's do this. Just have a few swings at me so I can see your form. Don't worry, I can take it. Never should have come here. What do you think this is? What do you think this is? We don't do battle with magic around here, new blood. No. If I here, you won't leave here alive. Aye. Pretty good arm you have there. Not bad. Next time won't be so easy. You might just make it. But for now, you're still a whelp to us, new blood. So you do what we tell you. Here's my sword. Go take it up to Yorland to have it sharpened. And be careful. It's probably worth more than you are.
Yes, House Call. We'll leave immediately.
It's just us against the dragon. Is that it?
I can't afford to send anyone else. And we don't know where the dragon is. Your main job will be to keep an eye out and get the people to safety if the town is attacked. I don't expect the three of you to fight off the dragon by yourself. But I do expect you to do your duty.
Of course. We'll keep Riverwood safe. You can
And
count on
what
it.
might you need, Balgrup and I share a battle bond. We met as youths and forged our friendship in the fires of war. When he became Jarl, I insisted on serving as his protector. He had no cause to argue. Gods, you are curious. Almost dangerously so. I am charged with protecting the Jarl from any and all threats. Powerful men have many enemies, more so in times of strife.
Let's move out.
So you can imagine the danger.
Stay out of trouble, Henry.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off. Oh, steady.
Staying safe, I hope.
You lost?
What is it?
I don't... What's your business here in Winterhold? Should have known. Not that it matters anymore. No one bothers coming to Winterhold for any other reason. Winterhold has lost much of its history, and with that much of its power. I aim to change that. I've heard rumors of the resting place of the Helm of Winterhold. The very same helm that Jarl Hansa wore in the First Era. Hansa was in line to be High King of Skyrim, you know. Having that might get the ear of the other holds, and give me some authority. Good. I'll have a sum of gold waiting for your return. I do. And if you count yourself among their numbers, then you've blood on your hands as well. There's nothing left of Winterhold. Nothing. Everyone knows it's the college's fault that the sea swallowed our city. Still they deny it. But we all know the truth. What's there to tell? Someday there'll be proof they caused the Great Collapse. Most of the city just dropping
Ours
off
is the
into
only
sea.
family left that truly
That
cares
doesn't
what
just
happens to
happen.
Winterhold.
All right, then.
If you know any true sons and daughters of Skyrim, tell them to fight or die well. Skyrim is the birthplace of humanity, the birthplace of honor, and those snow-backed Imperials renounced both when they laid down before the Thalmor. Worse still, to pay for the privilege to keep his throne, the Emperor sells Skyrim and our very gods, Talos no less, to the damn elves. And what did Torygg do? He and the Jarls that supported him? They took the Emperor's gold, sold out their people for a slave master's peace treaty. Ulfric did right killing him. Soon we'll rid Skyrim of elves, their bloody justicars, and the Jarls in their pockets. The whole damn lot of them. And we'll cleave through the Legion to get to them. Mm-hmm. Next Imperial Ulfric's not. If you are, then you make your way to Windhelm and talk to the man himself. If you're not, well, friend, you'd bet. At first they called, we are the true sons and daughters of Skyrim, and Ulfric. He is the truest of us all. I'll take my leave then. Ah, Eastman. Thief! You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense? Smart man. Now, come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods, and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course.
Trouble?
Kraldar's family was once very powerful in Winterhold. It's my honor to assist him even now.
Winterhold may not look I'm afraid the Winterhold you see before you is somewhat underwhelming. I can assure you, though, that it was quite something in its prime. An early capital of Skyrim, you know. Sadly, the Oblivion Crisis took its toll on Winterhold, in more ways than one. Then, the Great Collapse swallowed most of our beloved city. Just about 80 years ago, there was a terrible disaster. The cliffs overlooking the Sea of Ghosts collapsed, taking most of Winterhold with them. In the middle of it all, the college was practically untouched. Many of the survivors were suspicious. Some believed the mages were behind the whole thing, and others felt they could have at least prevented it. Archmage Aaron assures me that his people had nothing to do with it, and I believe him. But Winterhold never recovered. You may have noticed the college just to the north there. Very prestigious place. Mages from all over Tamriel traveled here to seek knowledge. After the Oblivion Crisis was over, many felt that magic users were to blame. Elves, to be specific. It created a great deal of tension. A good many dark elves were driven from the city, and people became uncomfortable with the presence of the college. Goodness, no. They're simply scholars. They mean no one harm. I've had several conversations with Archmage Aaron over the years. Oh, he's perfectly polite, if a bit guarded. Until next time.
Kraldar's family was once very powerful in Winterhold. It's my honor to assist him even now.
I'll sell just... I do what's necessary. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Very funny. I'm sure you've noticed that Winterhold isn't exactly overflowing with people. So I'll sell whatever I can. If it's worth putting a price on, you can bet I'll do it. I've been burned a few times, made a few bad deals, but mostly I come out on top. Yeah, it was stupid of me. I shouldn't have believed the story and just refused the trade. But I didn't, and now I'm stuck with this worthless junk. Some line about this clothing in Ingol Barrow. He said it was worth more than its weight in gold if I took it back there. Something about placing it back in Ingol's chamber, I don't know. What was I thinking? Even if it were true, I'm not setting foot in some ancient tomb filled with who knows what. I don't even care anymore. You want to check it out? Fine. I'll sell you the thing for 50 gold, and then it's your problem. Fine, here you go. You get killed on account of this thing, it's not my fault. Got it? But I suppose if it does actually turn out to be worth something, let me know, will you? Wasn't by choice, I can tell you that. Options were in short supply. Ranmir and I grew up here, and nearly any money I make, he drinks away. Without the coin to pack up and leave, I decided to take to trading. Good day.
Iron sword, huh? What are you killing? Butterflies?
I'm sorry, could you describe the smell?
Thanks. Was turned inside out and then exploded.